Hey guys, so today I am going to be doing a simple summertime glam. I'm just pretty much doing what I do like every day in the summer. This is pretty similar to my everyday makeup get ready with me, which I'll have linked down below. But this is a little more amped up and not as heavy as that one, because summer, you don't want to cake on the makeup. Let's just say that. So yeah, and I'm going to talk through this. So let's just go ahead and get started. First, you gotta put up the hair, and I'm going to start off with the face. And like my everyday makeup, I am breaking out. I don't know why, but I'm first going in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. This is more the silicone based primer, and I just use that to fill in the pores. Now for longevity, I'm going in with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, because makeup and heat don't go well together, especially in the summer when pretty much the sun is out all day, every day, except for the past few days here. And you really want to work that in good till it gets tacky. And I like to do this on top of a pore filling primer, because the pore filling primers I like are more geared towards like silicone and they give a little slip, so it's always good to have something tacky for your foundation and BB cream to lay on. And for BB cream, I'm going, well, foundation, BB cream, that type of stuff, I'm going in with the Maybelline Dream Pure BB cream, and I'm using this because it gives a natural finish. You could get any regular BB cream or CC cream that has some SPF in it to give you that extra protection from the sun. But I'm just going in with this, and I just apply it with my fingers. And this has salicylic acid, so it'll help with like blemishes. But I just start with like the bottom half of my face, and I find patting in the product gives a little more coverage, since BB creams and CC creams tend to be on the light side, and in the summer I gear towards lighter coverage, lighter everything except for clothing. I find myself wearing more black in the summer, and as you can probably tell, this is darker than my neck, but I will blend it down my neck. That's just because I am so light that I have to do that. I'll always work in sections. You can always build up, but you can never really take away. And I just put on the BB cream to like even out my skin, because there's some parts that have some discoloration and it's not all even. So this just helps like start the process of evening everything out. But now I'm gonna blend it down at my neck. I think two birds are trying to mate. And you always want to do like the double chin test. That's what I like to call it, because you essentially make a double chin to make sure that you don't have like your neck and your face aren't a different color. That way you can just like see completely if everything is all one color, because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to look like you're wearing a mask, essentially. Now for concealer, to further conceal like the blemishes that I currently have and like my under eyes, just so that we again have an even base, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer, because this I have found works good with pairing with this BB cream for blemishes and under the eyes. And because I have a little extra redness on my chin and around my nose, I'm gonna apply it right there, and adding like a thicker, creamier concealer, not something super runny or something super thick. I like for the summertime because it's multi-purpose and you don't have to be caking up all the layers. And again, I'm just blending it out with my fingers. Of course, they are clean. You don't want to be spreading bacteria. And I find it's easiest to like blend with my middle finger when blending out concealer. Now time to blend concealer under the eyes, just a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna actually add some concealer right here over more blemishes. Now for under the eyes, I start with my ring finger. I also take a little bit on the eyelid and then move to my middle finger. I know that people say that your ring finger has like the lightest touch, but I switch off between my middle and the ring just to spread it out, and then the middle to blend it out, because to me that's like the best way that I've found to blend things out. And boom, we have a nice even base. Pretty much to me the base is the most important, because to me you just look more put together. Now for a base highlight, I like to layer creams and powders, so I'm going in with a liquid or cream highlight, and I'm using the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in the shade Celestial, and I just apply some to the back of my hand, and then I take my middle finger again, and I always keep like the washcloth that I use to like dry my face and stuff after washing it, because it's still a little damp, and that way you can just wipe your hands off. And I just take a little bit on my middle finger and apply it to my cheekbones, and it kind of just like melts the product into your skin. And yes, I know that we get like a natural glow, like if we're outside we might be sweating just from the heat and stuff, but I just like an extra glow because highlight is my life. And now I'm going to take a little on the Cupid's bow, first putting it with my middle, then blending it out with my ring and also the nose. And then I take a little on like this spot. It's like the bone structure that like pops out above your brow, and the little bit of this goes the longest way. Then I also like to take just the tiniest bit on my chin, and I am highlighted. Now I'm going to set the eyes first with the Ulta finishing powder, the pressed one in translucent, and taking my Luxie 660 precision foundation brush and using that to set my under eyes. And I washed my brushes the other day. I'm not a huge clean brush person. I feel like I say that every time I wash my brushes. Now for the rest of the face, to add a little more coverage, because I'm all about that coverage, I go in with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous powder, because this gives more coverage because it's a foundation. It's a powder foundation. I just take that on my powder brush and set my skin. And because that translucent powder can leave a white cast, I just take a little bit under my eyes so that we don't have a stark white under eye. Then you also bring it down the neck, because it is a foundation powder. It will add some color and probably even darken your foundation. For bronzer, I'm using the e.l.f. bronzer palette in Bronze Beauty, and I'm just swirling all the bronzers together to bronze up the skin, because if you're like me, you don't go outside like ever, which is horrible. So you need a fake like you've kind of gone outside. Plus bronzer just adds like a youthful glow in a way, because you look sun-kissed without actually damaging your skin from the UV rays. I say always use protection when you're out in the sun. I'm taking the deepest matte shade on a Bogashi taper blending brush to apply to my crease, because if I don't add a bronzer or anything into the crease and I just have set it with powder, it doesn't, my eye just kind of gets lost and there's no dimension. And what bronzer will do is like add that 3D dimension. Then I take the tiniest bit under the lash line. Now taking my Luxie 514 blush brush and the Tarte Amazonian Clay in Party, I am going to apply that. I normally skip blush, but you know, if you want to add blush, go ahead. And I saw some people like put some just dust over excess blush on their nose. And I've been doing that lately, and it's kind of like you've been out the sun. You know, this whole look is pretty much like faking it till you make it. And now to really boost up the highlight, I'm going in with the Balm Mary Luminizer and my Morphe 501 brush and adding more highlight. Because I feel like in the summer, it's all about that glowy look. I'm also going to take a little bit of that Cover FX highlight, just a tiny bit, even though we've already set everything, and apply it to my brow bone. You could do this with powder, but I prefer using it with cream than the inner corners. Now I'm going to do brows, and I'm going in with the Essence Brow Designer in Blonde. This is the quietest it's been since I woke up. Now to set the brows, and because I'm crazy and I want them darker, yes, I know, I'm going in with the Ulta Brow Tint in Medium to set the brows and add a little extra color to kind of deepen them up, because I like a bold brow. I also like a bold brow when you don't really do anything with your eyes. If you have a bold brow and a bold lip, you don't need anything else. And now I'm just going to apply some mascara, and I'm using the e.l.f. Lash Extending Enhancing Fat Mascara. There's the base done, and I like to add a lip color no matter what. So today I'm using the Tarte Lip Surgeons in Wonder, and I think they might have discontinued these, but really any lip color that you like. I just like lip crayons in the summer because they're a little lighter, and it's like a version of red, and I'm pretty sure we all know by now I love my red lipstick. I feel like this is like more of a pinky red than like a true red. That's pretty much my version of a simple summertime glam. Pretty much just the lighter the products, the better, because summer you don't want it to melt off your face. That's the whole point of like a summertime glam, is you want stuff to like stay on your face. And that's all I have. If you guys like this video, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, or give it a thumbs up, or both. If you guys have any video requests, you can leave them in the comments down below or at me on my social media, which is all under SassMaddieYT, same as spelled here, both Twitter, Instagram. Let me know what your most favorite thing you've done this summer so far has been. Let me know. For me, I feel like the first week of each month has been my favorite. That like the first few days, those are like my favorite memories so far. Threw a party. I had purple hair, for crying out loud. But there's many more memories to make this summer. So again, let me know what your favorite thing has been about this summer so far. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!